Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite crowdfunding news and reviews channel here on YouTube. So today's going to be a really short video. We're talking about the Zōk Restore Calmness and Serenity to the Mind and Body. Zōk changes pressure and tension levels to bring a feeling of calmness and relaxation to the mind and body. Okay, so what is this thing? It looks like something, but what it is actually a new way to address stress and tension and pressure. Basically, it's a bulb. You're supposed to stick it in your ear and either suck or blow to increase or decrease the pressure on the outside of your ear to increase relaxation and or reduce tension, apparently. That's what they claim. And in the video, they have the guy talking about how it's, I don't know, too many people today have headaches.
Nearly 45 million people suffer from headaches and migraines. Headaches lead to missing work.
Okay, so first of all, as you can imagine, this is all stock footage. And as you can hear, at least from my headphones, sound's only coming from one ear. It's really annoying. It feels almost as if I have some pressure in my inner ear called that guy talking.
Social and family events can cause an overall decreased quality of life.
So, okay, before I go on anything else, he's about to say in the U.S. we blah 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 over a picture of Hong Kong where for some reason the lights are all going to turn out.
It's estimated that the loss of productivity in the U.S. is about $5.6 to $17.2 billion per year because of missed work.
Okay, so not only is it stock footage, but it's completely inappropriately used stock footage. And so now here we finally get to the guy talking.
Introducing Zōk, a health technology product that immediately changes pressure that is commonly associated with symptoms found with headaches, migraines, and tension inside the head. Through clinical and practical experience, it's been realized that by changing the inner ear pressure, those suffering with a sense of imbalance experience an immediate lightening of their pressure. For the few that have had the opportunity to experience...
Okay, so again, putting on my PhD in engineering man of science hat, there's a lot of problems with this. He mentions that there's clinical studies that prove that, the changing pressure helps restore your sense of balance or something like that. What exactly did he say?
Sure. For the few that have a sense of imbalance experience, it's been realized that by changing the inner ear pressure, those suffering with a sense of imbalance experience an immediate lightening of their pressure.
So, sense of imbalance and relieve their sense of pressure, what does that even mean? And does this thing actually address your inner ear balance pressure or not, or just the outer ear? What it actually is doing is changing the pressure on the outside of your, whatever it is, tympanic membrane, your eardrum, to try to relieve, I guess, the tension in it, which is all well and good, but that doesn't have anything to do with this sense of balance and whatever else he's talking about, does it? So I looked through this, and they don't actually, there is no actual clinical study. Clinical study. Nope. The Brain Rehab Clinic is all they got. So there's no clinical study linked to. There's no proof of the effectiveness of not just changing the pressure, but this specific medical device, medical technology, whatever they want to call it. So, yeah, that's a really, really bad idea. Selling something with no clinical proof, or there's nothing wrong with selling it, but buying it's a pretty bad idea. So, and this guy's, I guess, opening himself up to potential lawsuits too, if he can't prove the effectiveness of it at all, which apparently he has not done. And because if he did, he would have proved it, right? So, no offense to no offense to John Hatch, DCDACNB, FABBR. He's a fabber. That doesn't mean that he's a maker who fabs stuff. So I actually had to look up what a DACNB is and what a FABBIR is. And boom! Diplomats of the American Chiropractic Neurology Board. Oh, that sounds like chiropractic stuff. And Faber, Fellow of the American Board of something. I forgot what it actually is. It mentions it in here somewhere. But yeah, a board of brain injury and rehabilitation. So, what does that mean this stuff is? It's pseudoscience. This guy's a chiropractor. He's a doctor in chiropractic stuff, which is not medical science. He doesn't have an MD. He's not a what I would call a real doctor. I have a PhD. I'm a doctor, but not a medical doctor. Which, if you're going to try to solve your chronic migraines, you might want to talk to. So I just have like utter contempt for pseudoscience, including chiropractic quackery, whatever you want to call it. Chiropractors are here. Holistic, what are they? Homeopathy is probably the worst. Next to like pyramid power and all that other bullshit. Because at least pyramid power, they don't pretend to be medicine. These guys, or even these neuropathy homeopaths, pretend that there's some kind of scientific basis to their treatments. Most of which is the placebo effect, or would be the same as you just got like a massage or whatever. So I find that if it really was medically effective, it would be medically evaluated in a scientific survey, and everything else is just anecdotal. Like this guy's, in my mind, one step away from people who are selling miracle cancer cures to the desperate. So no offense, Mr. Hatch, but I am not going to recommend your device because, frankly, it's dangerous. Like, it's actually not that hard if you're making an airtight seal on your ear to perforate your eardrum, which is very painful and it takes months to heal. And if it's bad enough, you might actually need surgery. So I would stay away from the Zōk. And as nice as their info here is, they don't provide any proof that this actually works. And I mean, straight up from a scientific point of view, not all migraines are caused by ear pressure things. There may be some, but you're not differentiating here. So this thing, some people with chronic headaches, chronic migraines, they may have other issues. They may have jaw problems. They may have, like tumors. So they would be buying this, magic ear bulb thing, thinking it's going to work, and it's natural and affordable. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. And it's clearing the mind and enhancing overall well-being. What does that even mean? Oh, I feel calm now. My well-being is increased. So I could see people who have, inner ear pressure problems, like I just came scuba diving or something. But there's probably other better ways of treating that than doing this, which is potentially dangerous to your eardrum. So, okay, that's the first thing. Now let's talk about the price. Amazingly, this guy's well over his goal. Not amazingly, because, snake oil salesmen are not a new phenomenon. They made a lot of money, which is why they exist. So for this one, $22. $27 for the non-super early bird, and $31 for the regular early bird. And I guess this is the night owl is the late bird. So yeah, you're talking $35 for their affordable and natural device. Well, it's natural, all right. But what is it? It's just a bulb with an earplug on it, right? How hard is that to make? Why does that thing cost $35 or even $22? That's like a $2 worth of rubber and rubber hose. So I actually also checked, because I do my research here. You could get a rubber enema bulb or medical douche, 600 milliliters, nice and big. This one is 20 ounces, only $14.95. Or they have other options, the $8.97 version, or this other really big one. Obviously don't use the douche stuff, just use the air, but it's a way to basically, get some air in there on your ear. This one even has a little tip so it can make an airtight seal. And it's still cheaper than that one. Or if you want to stay away from the things you're supposed to put in your other orifices, you could go for just a camera bulb. These are used to like blow dust off your camera equipment, and they are super cheap as $5, and I'm sure there's even cheaper ones. So you got all kinds of shapes and sizes. These don't have the little earplug thing, but hey, you put a little bit of rubber on the end and make sure that the hole's clear, and it works perfectly. So either way, I wouldn't recommend you jamming this thing, anything, including especially this thing, jamming it in your ear and start blowing and sucking, depending on what kind of pressure you have on you. when you have a headache, probably you should think about seeing a doctor or doing some other kind of treatment. And if you have clogged eardrums, I would recommend getting that treated professionally rather than buying something off of Kickstarter. Okay, so that's enough ranting about this guy. I actually tried to be fast, but I'm still over 10 minutes. If you're still watching, stay away from the Zōk. Give you guys a thumbs down. Even if you were to deliver on what you promise, it's still dangerous, and you're still a fake doctor. Okay, that's it for now. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at GoKickMe, and check out GoKickMedia.com. And sorry if you're a chiropractor, but it's not real medicine. Okay,